defense setting up in a retake. Don't have much to play with here. In fact, they have barely anything. A smoke on Vanity, and other than that, no utility to be had. But they managed to find mindfreak.
Great opening duel for Leaf. They've got the pressure to keep it going as well. PRX need to slow this down. They need some kills. Only the one to be found. No hero just yet, and that defuse is underway. They might not be able to stop it, and with no players left, that's a guarantee.
So, what? Not really a reason for them. There's a chance for him to take Xeppaa, but no. Battle goes the way of C9, and
the rifle's made its way into another player's
look at
hands.
all
It's
the
mindfreak.
traps.
Mindfreak's the last man. They come in.
Oh, he's actually managed to get past it. Jinggg just goes blast backing through and gets two. That's absurd. He got over the trip just about, and now mindfreak's found another. It's the weak buys that are playing a part in this map so far. And while Xeppaa, 1v3, he has a possibility, Mitch, but he has an awful lot to do.
Oh, this is absolutely crazy. We'll talk about that if Xeppaa, I'll give him a moment to maybe try and close this out, but there's just so many players all grouped up on the site looking to trade. He's walled off on one side and, well, smoked off on the other. They know exactly where to look, and it's as easy as can be. PRX right back up there.
But the rest of the team in the meantime have made their move in towards this B site. Showstopper is going to force them out completely. Now, Devi is gone, but the site is theirs.
Yeah, and they've also lost their player, as you said, Devi on the way through to that operator, right? You know that this player's lurker. Okay, hello! He's just running it in, taking all the space in their spawn, and Zellsis, okay, good attempt, even though he's blinded, he grabs one kill, but that is simply not enough here. Yay has to do everything. Not this time. Hey, that is, the flank is called for immediately. Forsaken, he's turned at just the wrong moment. Oh, this could be dangerous. Okay, that's gonna give it away, but how is he gonna deal with so many players?
4 players right in front of him. He's not going to get a single thing. That's an operator into the hands of the opponents. In the meantime, they've got El Diablo waiting, and he gets nothing this time. Again, another entry into the site from Jinggg. Still, this brawl looks fairly awkward, and the Stinger has found one. But even still, these fights are going the way of PRX for the moment. Back to a 2v2, however. Spike finally going down, and there's actually a wraparound coming in.
A very good attempt, though, from C9, considering what they invested into it. Look, they've made this incredibly close, and they still have a chance to close it. The weaponry, though, is such a heavy disadvantage. That Stinger on Vanity, but oh, what? He's walked up behind Xeppaa! I can't believe Cloud9 got away with that! The Stinger on Vanity was firing through the smoke, and they just stared right at him.
Well, I think Jinggg is going to lead the way again.
Yeah, you can't blame him the way he's been playing. Right into his nade again. Very little damage taken, but the space is the trade-off. The rocket launcher out, the showstopper! And it might just have ended Cloud9's chances. A 2 versus 3, Jinggg low. But that spike, it should be planted. Vanity! How did he get that angle? He's up on top, unaccounted for, and traded out in the end. This is going to be centered around getting your plant, getting your orbs, getting your kills. And right now, it looks like PRX, they're going for the plant right in on the side. I love this wall. They can't be spammed from essentially any angle, can play up above it on the box, but after that, Forsaken's thinking, I don't need to stick around too much. He'll stay inside his TP and just bail out afterwards. Now they've got to deny that defuse.
But that's the thing. It puts you in a very good position to get the plant. I don't know if it's the greatest for the post plant. They've got to try and spam already. It's just being stuck. Leaf's just going all the way. He's going to get it all the way through. That is ridiculous. He just stuck it all the way through in that 5v5.
It has certainly been left empty. With the exception of Devi standing around, and he almost gets 2. Great damage onto Ye. It can't be healed back up, sorry. Xeppaa, of course, it's a pistol round. He hasn't bought that heal. So that's going to make it a little tougher for Ye to get the value, especially with that nade on the way.
Not going to be able to hold the angle, and Benkai already getting rid of that aggressive spot. Both got the frenzy. Oh, close up! And that does leave Jinggg low. The wall is going to make things awkward, though. It's going to take him ages to just spam through. There's nothing he can do. He just stuck on the other side, feeling the fall. And while Xeppaa, he's going to go down at the end as well. Through C9, they won't have much time to test it. It's the same again. He did exactly the same in the last round. Same move, exact same position as the round starts out.
Well, look, a taste of his own medicine when it comes to Ye. Oh, this could be dangerous. The nade is not going to catch him in time. The blast back and push him back, but they're already on the site. They have overtaken it, and that judge, okay, good for damage, good for kills, but we've ended up in a 3v3, and starting this round out with barely any money for C9 off the back of the lost pistol.
Vanity has a judge.
This shouldn't end up in a 3v3 with a plant. I'm not going to say guaranteed, but with the smoke now back online, they should be able to get this one down.
Yeah, I'm very scared with that weapon heading into his hands. Love the take as well. Wall up, over the top. trying to find an elevated angle, and he's going to get it. Already, though, his teammate traded out in the meantime. As they look to try and push into this site, they're stuck in the mud. And Benkai now has to try and clutch this one out. Spotted by the cam, all information, and they'll play this one together. A beautiful round from C9 from start to finish.
You know, just really relegate the lead that Cloud9 have instead. They've ended up in a rough position themselves. Bit of damage, 1 kill, but how much more can they get with a fantastic flash like that? Maybe a lot.
Oh, Forsaken's caught another one. This was barely an investment from PRX, and somehow they now have a man advantage. An absurdity in the last round with the Stingers. This would be just that little bit more ridiculous, but they still have Ye to deal with.
This is a lesson learned for me, Tom. Any round can be won at this point, regardless of the weaponry brought in. mindfreak, he's behind! The timing completely out of sync there. We're left into a 1v1 Forsaken. No bullets left in the Headhunter. He's got a classic in his hands, but luckily, he hears Vanity running away. Now he's got a Vandal to work with, and knife out, shifting towards this player. He might be able to catch him. He sees the head, and he's got it! PRX lose the second round, but they're right back into it. And they're comfortable to move forward. The flash through the smoke. Ben was caught by that. Should have an idea that he's on one of those two corners, and that's why Zellsis is just holding them as the rest of the team takes some space. The smoke off, the stun in, they can go anywhere. They, in fact, are thinking about the spawn. Literally every door is open for them right now, and they are allowing the other team to come in. The classic again! Sat in the corner, able to catch them off.
This might be the most classic kills I've seen in a game.
Ah!
He's just waiting on the trap! I couldn't have gone worse for mindfreak. Now Forsaken, left alone. Vanity lurking within the smoke. I don't think he'll expect him to be here, just sneaking around those backlines for the entirety of door already broken, so they do have to be a little careful. But the swings just don't work at all. Every battle has gone the way of Cloud9. And Benkai, whoa, almost desperation here to see if he can find anything on this cross through, but he won't.
I think for Ben, the best choice is exactly what he's doing, sitting back, letting Forsaken with the ulti try to take the space. But then when he goes down, I'm going to go save on the other side of the map. Right call again, but Vanity's waiting. These last 2 quarters, I suppose, have been very one-sided. Ye again delivering the opening blow, and he is hunting down another. He's just too quick. Zellsis following through, Xeppaa with another, and just like all the others before, this round has crumbled for PRX.
I think this is where you are seeing the vulnerability of not having that proper Sentinel. Like the difference between the amount of information Leaf was able to get, at least the time that could be delayed, and then the aggression elsewhere on the map. The fact is the aggression isn't working for PRX. From Forsaken, he's going that little bit further. Now the TP across, he'll know that he's there. He might have just been spotted. That little jump across is given the information. It's a whiff shot. Somehow Forsaken survives far longer than he should have done. But even still, the advantage sits firmly with Cloud9, and this C site is open for business.
If I'm being honest with you, he had no right to even get 1 kill here. This should be a 5v3 retake. A chance given to PRX by a big kill out of Forsaken. Rez with mindfreak back in, and the numbers are even once again. The C retakes, we've talked over and over about how strong this can be for teams fighting back in. This isn't a death sentence yet, but everything has to go right on the way through. One hero play, a big performance from one of these players without Ye on the server right now, and it looks like everyone's chipping in. Leaf's got 2, and it's finished out by Zellsis, 13-8. Absolute decimation on PRX's map pick. As Cloud9 have shown, they are here to play.
The second the turret takes contact, they don't really have anywhere else to go, so he just wants to make sure it's easier to try and retake it from there, and the second they try and move, they're forced into the open. A kill for free, but they don't manage to win the rest of the fights.
Yeah, look, a great setup, great execution on it, but the return was there immediately, the heal going back up, and well, bar 30 HP on Vanity, this is a huge advantage to play with, and he's going to be just snuck up close on the wall, playing with his team. Now right behind's being spotted, the turret, at least managing to find Divide. They know there's at least one, now spotting both. That's 2 out of 3. They'll focus a lot on taking, well, I thought maybe behind on fighting, but instead they look forward. They look to take Jinggg. This is going to leave them in a bit of an awkward position. Good old Leaf is alone, and he doesn't give a damn. 3 kills, damage done, mindfreak on 30. round should be over. Getting this defuse, near impossible. That nano not going to be in play, but just one bullet, and it was bound to find its mark. Another pistol. Start off the map, going to C9.
Actually just purchased up around this to make sure they have that 4x into this round. Still with a little bit of extra cash in the bank. Benkai's already gone.
Oldorp, there it is.
He was expecting that he would have maybe an easier fight because of the weaponry. Now you have yourself to run it back online as well.
And that's because Zellsis ran into elbow last round. If he flashed for his teammate, he wouldn't have that orb. He wouldn't have the ult. And now he can use that to take space. Although, they might need to take space in their own spawn, looking at things. 3 players here, updraft, spots him, Leaf, still gets massive value. And oh, you smart boy, mindfreak, you absolute animal. He snuck past one, managed to completely evade the Phoenix, shut down a kill, and now he's trapped them. Gorgeous round, what a recovery. Xeppaa has to do it all. The flash there, Seeker's online, but he's got a good idea where Jinggg is. Waits a moment, pops in, and gotta win this fight.
Oh, he tries to go for the wall, tries to get something out of it, but instead it's going to be the Red Bull clutch coming through from Xeppaa. I believe he's still yet to die.
But eventually he'll fall back, play the long angle on B.
Oh.
The A side might need help.
The thing is though, trade back, turn things into a 4 versus 4. Benkai is still hiding close with the judge, but instead they're going to pressure onto Jinggg, waiting patiently. First one goes his way. He's going to go back for more, maybe a bit of an overface. Gives a chance again in this round. Benkai tries something crazy. They're taking damage, but every peek just hands Leaf a kill. And well, Divide, there's a couple of low players, but he is nowhere near the action. Maybe a little bit of hesitation here from C9. Which direction do they go?
I think Leaf is trying to fake the steps over for Divide, so he...
Well, it should work for them sitting back with the amount of utility they have, but it hasn't. A missed shot for Forsaken, he's out of there. Now it's left onto mindfreak. He has to be that anchor, and he gets absolutely nothing as well. The rotation coming through from Divide, but it's one and done. Another easy take for Cloud9 as they are destroying this PRX side, destroying one of the hopes of Pacific.
So, the curse might be live, but PRX need to get there. And that's a whole nother story. Zellsis immediately running it down. You can deafen him, but let's see you deal with them past the slow already. Molly in, wall up. They're going into heaven. They're going into their own spawn, taking the fight right to PRX. And they'll get a kill for their trouble before planting and leaving it for the retake. It just,
it's obscure. 3 players coming back through mid. They're going to aggress forward as well and manage to find another, giving them the advantage once again. Lockdown put into play on either side, but they can just push into the spawn, and another that! Just a couple of rounds in a row, he's managed to do so much. It's left on Forsaken, he's gonna get caught by the ultimate as well. And sure, the same will happen to Vanity on the other side.
Another nail in the coffin for PRX, who now have to go on the attack up against a team who've been nearly impossible to even scratch the surface of. And this team, by the way, has Ye. He's a pretty good player. He's middle of the scoreboard, Tom, and it's 10-2. Get out of here!
See you later, Ye. Deal with that one. A decent start for Forsaken. He's going to hide within the smoke, play aggressive, just try and get in the faces, just making it work with the shorty, looking for a little bit more. That one was almost stolen away, and he's going all the way in. Finally be put down, and again, this starts to swing back in the other direction. A couple of kills coming through for the likes of C9, but it's left all onto Leaf. He's had an amazing game so far. This would have to be the best of them. 2 players remain, both playing deep. He has 25 HP.
Good luck to him. Of all the rounds that we've seen, this one surely is where PRX find that third, and there it is.
Now they need this orb. They need to get themselves that Blade Storm, something extra to play with, give Forsaken away through.
He's gonna line up!
Okay, he has just tapped his way in.
That's one way to do it, man. Just straight through the wall. Just guess, he might be here. Yep, there he is. Quick headshot. Does the business. C9, man disadvantage to start with. Flash from Zellsis, trying to catch them when they push up after the lockdown. The trade there, not fantastic. They keep going PRX's way. One return, mindfreak, Forsaken Jinggg on their way towards this site still with that lurk coming in. That's a great flash.
The no look. He's just flexing on him. And Xeppaa now has a chance. Now the wall is going to be broken. A player on the other side, Forsaken, doesn't land the shot immediately. Flash very far away from being back online, but Seekers might give it to him.
Smart.
It is going to be the res instead, but he's going to go swing it up. What is that from Xeppaa! He just eliminates everyone! Basically sends PRX home and puts 12 on the board for C9. How on earth does he win that?
That is one of the greatest clutches that I have ever seen. That man peeked while reloading to make sure the player didn't walk back out of spawn, swung in knowing that the spawn player would be point of contact and knowing that Sage was going to go for the res. That is just outrageous. He predicted exactly how they were going to play that. An ace to close it 12-4. They have 8 chances to eliminate PRX, the team.
Vanity still jump spotting, just making sure that any information could be had, and mindfreak is gone.
You horrible person. He has that wall up, and you see that they're immediately like, okay, yeah, he's on top of the wall. He's gonna peek from on top of the wall. He's gonna peek from on top of the wall. Then the dude just swings into connector and kills you.
Ooh. Almost goes down. That's at least something. Low on HP.
Gonna get a heal.
It's gonna be
30
forced
seconds
to go back. Orb taken as well from Zellsis. That's going to put the run it back online. They can literally just play retake on this B site. You're going to have so much space to be taken. And well, now it will be an after plant. But other than that, there's not a lot to play with. Are they not going to give it? They're not going to give it to Benkai? No, instead, Forsaken is actually going to go aggressive. I was thinking maybe he'd go and try and get that lockdown into play. Zellsis already finding another. It's left all onto Ben. This kill won't even grant him anything. He needs an instant shot and it's done. It is over. C9 have destroyed PRX, sent them home packing in a couple of hours. And while PRX, unfortunately, is going to be a long, long flight home. But for the American fans, Mitch, they look good.